three of us queens here are really passionate about being who we are and not compromising who we are. And Mutso said something amazing this morning, which I'll ask her to reiterate.
So this is the quote that I made this morning, and I said, girls, do not, or it's just anyone basically, do not compromise your worth trying to give it to people that can't afford you. Hello everyone, my name is Mutawashe Kao Chimbetete. I'm 18 years old. I currently finished my IGCSE exams, and I'm waiting to go to university to study OB-GYN, that's short for obstetrician slash gynecologist. I am also a philanthropist by nature.
That is so powerful. I'm Lindsay. I'm the current reigning Miss Planet Zimbabwe 2023. I'm 22 years old. I'm a law student, and I'm very passionate about human and environmental rights advocacy, spreading awareness in our community about sustainable development, which is why I really align with the values of Miss Planet, both the Zimbabwe and the international organizations. I'm really passionate about fostering development that is applicable to our culture and our people as Zimbabweans in the global south. So yeah, anything that has to do with educating our youth and our Zimbabweans about sustainable development that applies to our own values instead of taking ideas from outside that don't apply to us. I believe we also have something to offer the world, and I'm so excited to represent the Zimbabwean flag high in Cambodia as Miss Planet. And I really thought about it, like oftentimes when you listen to other people and people will try and bring you down, it's because they're not capable of handling who you are and what you have to offer. So
Yeah.
there's no point in watering yourself down. Just be the queen you are, exactly as you are.
Exactly. Like the last I remember the pre-show. Hello everyone. My name is Tafadzalin Shorombo. I am a fuel attendant, and I'm also a marketing student, and I'm 24 years old. And I am more of an introvert, but also an extrovert, because I can be the quietest in the room, but when I get comfortable, I become the loudest in the room. That's why I guess I became Miss Personality. So people are really talking about us, but then we pulled through.
We pulled through for a reason. Like,
Look at us. Look at us.
I've always been very passionate about modeling. I've always wanted to be a model, and like people motivated me. They'll tell me, Mutsa, you're so photogenic, why don't you try modeling? And I found the Miss Teen Intellect organization, and I saw that it's not just about how pretty you are, about how you take care of yourself, but it's all about intellect.
I think especially the pageants that are coming up nowadays really look for the intellect that young women have to present, because modeling is a platform. You're an ambassador, so you have to stand for something. It's not just showing your beauty and all of that. My first pageant I did last year was actually Miss Environment, and that was the first time I realized that there are actually pageants out there that are based on the projects that the queens actually do in the community, actually going out and making an impact. And I realized there was a value in my intelligence. And I went for that. I tried it. Though I didn't place, I went for Miss Planet again, and I was so inspired by Jemima Mandemwa, Joanna Mandemwa, her mom, and the whole organization, how they were really genuine about looking for the best representative, looking for intelligent women who are able to speak their minds, have opinions that change the world, and actually take action. And I really have so much gratitude, especially to Jemima and Joanna Mandema, for this initiative with Miss Planet. It changed my beliefs, even the doubts I had of the modeling industry. I realized that there's people who are genuinely passionate about young women in Zimbabwe. So intelligence really does matter. And given this platform, I look forward to interacting and showing that opinionated women can change the world.
It's in the title. Miss Teen Intellect. It's all about intellect. It's all about how intelligent you are, how you carry yourself. So I would advise everyone who's judging us, telling us, you're just a model just because you're pretty and stuff. No, it's all about how intelligent you are, what you advocate for as a lady.
Miss Planet in particular is an international organization based around the 17 SDGs that are set by the United Nations for Sustainable Development. So I will be representing Zimbabwe and Cambodia as Miss Planet. And for me personally, I run an organization, a project I started by myself entitled GCED for Zimbos. It's Global Citizenship Education for Zimbabwean Youth and Women. based around this idea of sustainable development goals, but from a grassroots perspective, from a global south perspective, because a lot of times sustainable development is taken from a top-down perspective. So I'm really excited to raise the Zimbabwean flag in terms of what we're able to offer about sustainable development from our own people. And I'm excited to work with our community and work on our projects this side, and then go raise that flag and show the world what Zimbabwe is made of.
We are the new generation. We're going to show you that we also smart ladies. We belong on the runway. We need to represent and show how intelligent we can be.
So there's no need to try and water yourself down or feel like there's something wrong with you or you need to meet other people's standards. If you know who you are, it's not like you're trying to be special. It's just knowing who you are.
I was actually Miss Fisher Beauty Zimbabwe 2022. I won the title. So when I got it, it's a roller coaster, honestly. Because most people, when they look at me, and then, like I said before, I'm a field attendant. I work for Puma Energy. So when they see me, they've seen me on Instagram, and then they come up with comments like, "Why are you pretty on Instagram? This is what you do." And I'm like, so can't I work? Now, it's just, you have to take it like what Lindsay says, you have to take care of yourself, because at the end of the day, people are always going to talk. They won't stop talking, and it's gonna, if you listen to it too much, your mental health will not be stable and you're going to hurt yourself. So it's not that much big of a fame, but people are going to look at you like a lot, and then they'll be like, so they chose her, and then they're going to pick up the littlest things, and then it's going to be a problem. Just take care of yourself and look out for yourself.
In the next 5 years, career-wise, I see myself being a legal practitioner, advocating for human rights and environmental rights as usual, continuing my work with my project. I hope to extend GCED for Zimbos regionally so that it becomes an African thing, and just the global south in general. I really want us to be the pioneers to represent Africa, because we have so much to offer the world. And then personally is what my main focus is on in the next 5 years. Like I've been saying, I hope to be settled in who I am, proud of my accomplishments despite what anyone else has to say, and just someone who's stable and grounded and happy with myself and spreading that energy to those around me.
That's a good question. In the next 5 years, I see myself, I want my name to be mentioned when they talk about short girls into pageantry, and I want my name to be mentioned when they talk about entrepreneurship. I have a passion for entrepreneurship. So my aim, like I said, my aim is to the next Miss Queen Universe to be a short girl. When they talk about short girls representing in the runway, I want my name to be mentioned.
I see myself as an official gynecologist, as a woman that inspires other women to become better versions of themselves, and also someone who is innovative, someone who is humble as well.
What inspired you to know that? You're so young, yet so mature.
Tell us how.
Well, I was just telling myself that I shouldn't really sell myself. I should just be myself in order to grow. Basically.
I was really struggling with that idea. I was like, now what do people expect of me? But I can't change who I am, because who I am is what got me here.
Yeah.
So at the same time, you represent your brand, if you should call it that, but it has to be you. There's no need to change.
Exactly, there's no need to change. I was talking about you this morning when I was talking to my little sister. I was like, my friend invited me, and she was like, she's a queen, and then yet she's still friends. And I'm like, she's just down to eat. You have no idea. So it's a good thing to just keep on being yourself,
Yes.
not people to be like, she's not the queen. No, we can't reach her. We can't do that. That's a powerful quote.
Thank you.
It's so powerful, yeah.
I need that.
And we were queens before we even became queens, so our worth remains the same. There's no need.
I want to say to that young lady, do not listen to what people say, because if you listen, you're gonna do it at a later stage. I was listening to people when they were saying I shouldn't be a model, but last year I just decided to take the bull by the horn. I was like, let me just try out. So if you listen to people, if they criticize you and they say, no, you're not the type to do this, you're not the type to do this, challenge them, show them that you can do it. Don't give up no matter what. try to challenge yourself. Even if you fall down, pick yourself up and keep going, because after all, the world will evolve if you keep challenging it. Always challenge the norm. Always make sure you make an impact in the world. Thank you.
I would just say always know yourself. I always say that so much, and continue to be yourself, because there's a reason you are on this earth and no one else can be you and no one else can do what you were put here to do. So if you find yourself in a certain position, no matter who doesn't like it, you were put in that position for a reason. So continue to believe in yourself and appreciate those who believe in you. Nothing else matters.
Be yourself no matter what. Don't be mad when people give you negative comments or distance themselves from you, because what they don't know is when they come in contact with the masterpiece made by the #1 potter in the world, that is God, they will never find a copy like it. So just continue to be yourself and stand out. It's better to stand out than to fit in. Thank you.